Hi, everyone. It's lawyer coach Paulette here. I just wanted to give you an update. I've still been going strong and practicing a skill every week since the beginning of this year. So on a Monday, I will write down the skill that I want to practice for the week, and I've got little in between goals. And then at the end of the week, I reflect back on that skill to see how I've done. One of the techniques that I've been working on is the 5 Qs, the 5 questions. It's something that I've written a lot about, and so I'll actually put it in the notes above to remind yourself of the more detailed steps about the 5 questions that I like to use in my coaching. Questions to determine the starting point, questions to reason, questions to build appreciation, questions for action, and then questions to reinforce. So I've been working with a lawyer who is new in his job, and just before he started, he was making outreach to various people at the law firm. One person he knew from law school and was feeling a little apprehensive about reaching out to this person because that person, according to his narrative, knew that he was joining the firm and should have reached out to him first. Do you see what's happening? So he had created a narrative in his mind that this person should have reached out to him first, and that clearly something had gone awry in why that they hadn't reached out to him. So the starting point that we focused on is what he would do in the situation. But then I asked him, questions to reason on that. What are some other possibilities for that person not reaching out to him any sooner? So some of them were things like maybe they've had a really busy summer, maybe things have happened in their world. As we know, we're living in a new world in a pandemic. A lot happens really quickly. So there were a lot of possibilities, and based on those possibilities, he began to appreciate that it might not be the story that he has in mind, and so he decided to reach out to that person anyways. Well, it turns out that that person did indeed have some things going on in their life and had intended to reach out to my client sooner, but just didn't get around to it because of these things that were happening in their life. And that person, in turn, was really grateful for my client for taking the initiative to reach out to them, and they have hit it off ever since. And according to my client, that's one of the best relationships that they've had so far at the firm. So sometimes we get stuck in a narrative in our minds about why somebody might be acting a certain way or not doing something, and we need to stop ourselves and ask ourselves, what are some other possibilities? And always assign a really good motive to the other person, giving them the benefit of the doubt and acting on that appreciation. And oftentimes you'll be surprised to learn that the very negative things that you thought were going to come true don't. 5 questions. The article is below for you to read. What skills are you working on these days?